At least they've got some good setups from these long-range abilities. Rubik with long telekinesis, lifts, hoodwink, and surprise with bushwhack. One of the better heroes to pop smokes as well, which Fnatic's strength kind of is with DP and Enigma, is the surprise element. While Boom has heroes that are able to counter-initiate or respond really fast, which I do like about the draft. But Fnatic, what's your take on Primal Beast? Is this hero broken? Is it
I think it's
mediocre?
pretty.
Or is it
I think
soft?
it's good for sure, but I'm not sure how. If I can call it broken.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like I'm sure if there's like if you spam Primal Beast, I think they can excel like pretty hard. And already Primal against Rubik and Hoodwink is like I wouldn't I don't like playing support against Zero because he just fucking starts you and you're direct. You just die.
Seconds to pick.
He does so much damage and he's
Mm.
pretty solid laner, but I'm not sure how they're gonna lane it.
5 seconds.
If they played 4 maybe.
Yeah, they could. We had some absolutely abysmal experiences last night with my buddies. We were playing against the mid Primal Beast, like some 2K Immortal Smurf. I was just running at people. I was like, God damn, this charge is just messed up, man. But I don't think they're going to put mid Primal Beast. I feel it's more like a pub thing.
It's probably 3 or 4, I think.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he has such a good power spike when he gets like BKB and you can't stop him. I think that's one thing you could like play around him earlier is like just make sure you have to stun him when he charges in, and then just kite him when he uses his trample spell. CK.
I think that's one of the strengths of the Primal Beast is that his charge, like his movement speed, is just really fast. It's very hard to react to it if you're standing right next to like the edge of vision. Say, for example, like if you're pushing like Radiant's bottom tower, for example, you're standing between the trees and in front of the tower. You don't have time to react when he charges in, so you just can't get a stun. You can't even silence the hero one time.
So Rubik might lift it so quick, so you maybe
Rubik
can lift
could
him.
be, yeah. Like if you see a Rubik lift him, you're like, okay, this guy's on point. He knows exactly what the Primal Beast wants to do.
Well, also, one important thing when you're playing against Primal is you have to play with sound because you hear this charge from fog.
Yeah.
So it's pretty helpful. Like you actually like okay, you get an idea. Okay, he's coming, but you don't really know where in what angle. But Rubik for sure, like decent against it. It's really easy to steal the ultimate, and I think it's pretty handy when you can lift someone like out of position with the cast range Rubik has, especially with that lens. It can become quite silly. Like you lift him from like just it's kind of like a mini hook. Just pull them into you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is pretty powerful, and it actually sits in pretty nicely with the TA. Like you're looking at a power spike timing of usually somewhere between 16 to 19 minutes if you have your Blink Deso by then. Once you have BKB, like just above 20 minutes, say 22, you're pretty strong, but Boom is prepared for it. I think the reason why they wanted the CK is that they have this hero who's capable of fighting back early. You have your ulti that will help breaking refraction charges while you get the stun out onto the TA. But is it strong enough for Boom? Like, is this TA still going to be an issue and you need some counter pick to it? Because I feel like you just can't. You just got to let this kind of TA slide as it is.
Yeah, I'm scared for this Primal Beast. I think he will like do a lot this game. I would imagine he's pretty good against the CK because he's gonna eat all the illus. If CK is like not really careful with them. So really like Fnatic's draft right now, and it's a hard part because you don't know where any hero is kind of going right before this last pick, of course. But they had because they assumed they needed a post 4, which they just picked Centaur now. So pretty helpful. I'm not sure where everyone is going, but I assume it's post 5 DP then.
Only 10 seconds.
This is a very mobile lineup from Fnatic.
Yeah, because I can't really tell right now. It's CE1 for sure, right? Then it could be Primal mid, it could be DP mid. Centaur is obviously offlane, I assume, but
doesn't Fnatic's lineup need like a lot of farm? Like there's 3 heroes who need Blink Dagger at least.
Yeah, but they're very solid in laning, so I think they will probably get out pretty decent from laning. But it's hard to say because I don't really know where anyone is going. But that's just that's the strength of the draft, right? Because I'm sure Boom doesn't really have like, I'm sure they have some idea of where people are going, but like it's very hard to read this. Okay, so it's a mid DP.
Yeah, and I was looking at this Centaur, like, are we gonna see an indicator of our Kuro, who used to play one game of Centaur support? I think that was in the EU qualifiers, if I remember correct. So it does look like it will be. So we have a Centaur 5 coming into the game. We've got FBZ with his comfort hero Lamar's in the off lane for Boom. Boom's draft is pretty solid, pretty well rounded. I think Fnatic is the one that has more variance to their draft.
Yeah, for sure. But I like the Boom's lineup. It's pretty straightforward, right? They need to farm the BKBs on course, and I can just start running at people. They also have a lot of disables for this Primal Beast. And that may be one of the reasons they put Primal +4. Due to all of the disables.
So who are you gonna jump on this this first game in based off the draft? Are you more a Boom enjoyer? Are you a Fnatic enjoyer?
I mean, I wanna lean towards the Primal Beast draft for sure, but for me it's pretty 50-50. It's a lot about coming out of lane decent, I think, for both teams. They need some farm of Fnatic to start rolling.
Well, at least what I remember from yesterday, DJ was quite on fire with his +4 plays yesterday, working nicely around J or Jabs. I think he wants to be called J these days, but in the team, I think they're still calling it Jabs because of getting confused with DJ or J. Like, which one do you want to call out for specific situations? But let's see if they can keep that high roll going from yesterday. Hokori were able to snatch a point away from Fnatic. And Boom, who is sitting in second place currently in the groups, would love to take a victory out of this one. It is the SCA Brawl, the top dogs, Boom versus Fnatic. I hope you guys watching right now are hyped for this one, because me and Pablo, we are ready for this one. And this should be a banger of a game, and I really hope it is that as well. We don't want to see any stumps. We want to see some back and forth brawling and battling. As you can see, Boom already going for the early smoke into the Dire jungle. They're going to be running into the Centaur first, but Fnatic, they're ready for this one. Two-man stun landing out. Jackie in the middle of all of them. Three-man bomb comes out as well. They've got the Centaur very low in HP, but CK able to run away for the time being. DJ running in with the trample. Does a decent amount of damage there. Keeps Boom away, but no casualties on either side. Skem, he's on the run as well. He's got Acorn shot leveled up, so no bushwhack needed there for that early fight. And therefore, no kills on either side.
Well, the Fnatic lineup, Fnatic draft level 1 is pretty mediocre due to having Enigma. But I think they were close, but they smacked the Primal, so he can't really do all the damage he needs to do to get the kill. Also, CK and Mars pretty tanky level 1, so a lot of HP to burn through. But I like the Sud being top 5, by the way. The Acorn shot with Lightstone is really good against the Eidolons. In lane.
Yeah, that is true, yeah. Like, I think the reason why you wanted the Acorn shot as well is with the Blightstone, able to poke them up early and maybe even get some extra CS, slow down the Enigma a little bit as well. He will have a tough time for the start, as well as, you know, you're going up against CK, pretty high right-click damage, builds up into some nice armor early on too, so the Eidolons at level 1 are pretty weak. Maybe the level 3 Enigma might have some more impact, maybe even poke the Hoodwink out of the lane. It's going to be difficult for Jabs.
Yeah, I think this bot lane for Dire is going to be pretty hard. This lane is pretty scary, double stun. They can just catch Enigma and kill him really quickly. Maybe Primal can protect him somewhat with his charge, but for sure, bot lane should be pretty fine. At least in the early levels for the Radiant. After Enigma gets levels, not sure.
Top lane looks to be a difficult one for Fnatic as well in terms of the Templar Assassin, needing a couple levels to actually survive in this lane a bit better, get more CS. Usually it's like a lot of heroes need that second level on one of their abilities to be able to really survive and thrive. We've got the Sand Kings, we've got the Underlords, we've got the Beastmasters and TAs, which basically just have a really rough time early on. And looking at mid as well, DP delivering that early punish onto Kunkka. Jopaj down to 150 HP, and Armel, who was very aggressive yesterday, like, you know, like in the mid matchups when you play a Batrider, usually wait for like level 4 until the dive happens. He was diving at level 2 under the tower.
Yeah, it's about doing something unexpected, right?
Yeah.
Where people don't really want to TP in on a level 2 bat rider diving, right? Level 4 feels like somewhat better. But his top lane is like, I like how Centaur is doing this. He's just running down Rubik and let he trade the 1v1 against the Martian lane. And he is doing really well on the CS right now, so top lane working out. Both hit level 2 already.
Yeah, a bit of a surprise as well that Centaur actually has 0 armor to start things off, even at level 2. So the Ring of Protection does help with all the poke that Tims is providing.
Yeah, you really need to buy the ring.
Yeah.
That ring. It's like 0 armor, high HP, but doesn't really do much. But his mid lane is playing really aggressive onto the Kunkka here. He got his bottle out though, so he's gonna sustain this just fine, I think.
Yeah, Armel is really nicely playing this mid lane, but yeah, Kunkka will start to ramp up a little bit more. And meanwhile, in the bottom lane, we've got Jabs and DJ both taking a decent amount of damage, but trading onto Jackie. Jackie goes in for the stun. The Bushwhack followed up as well. Good trade coming through. He is forced to roar himself back to safety. Scam is still pretty healthy on mana, but Jackie Boy doesn't really have a lot of mana to go with. He's got 9 stick charges. But if they get a good opening here at level 3, they're closing up on those level 3s on Fnatic's side. That could be what they need right now in this lane.
Yeah. Primal level 2 is really good. Doubles the damage from the trample if you choose to go that way. Which I'm not sure. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But trample level 2 like goes from 15 to 30 damage. It's quite scary. DP also shooting to not go bottle in this lane. He's rushing the Falcon Blade. I'm not sure. I think it could be quite greedy not having the bottle sustain against Kunkka, because Kunkka is actually blasting back with his higher levels and pipe
This
ring.
is already a TP rotation from Rubik trying to save Yopaj, but the toss comes in from the Torrent. First blood opportunity opening up, and Armel manages to get another siphon in, so Tims can't even close in for a chase. And that's a water rune as well picked up for the DP. 2 more seconds for a Fate Bolt, but he's not got the mana for it. So he's just going to have to right-click away. Even drops all of his items there to get that maximum mana output out of that stick. It's just not enough. And a fake torrent pump there from Yopaj. Make sure that Armel's not going to chase all the way through. But yeah, DP lives. Going to be completely fine with that.
Yeah, and now the level 3 Stephens are online as well. So
yeah,
the sustain is gonna be used alright, I think. But Kunkka's keeping up there in CS, so it's fine. It's about getting this level 6, right? DP tank is on tower.
Thinking even some more tower.
Yeah, damn. Flying in
the
tight here on
torrents.
DP for
Oh,
sure.
into the Tidebringer. Ooh, that hurts.
He has bounce able, so he's gonna be alright.
Rubik is making his way back, so Tims, who did go for some stacking, he's coming in. This might be Armel's downfall, as Yopaj, with Tims, they will get this split first blood onto the mid DP. Surprised, he wasn't thinking the Rubik's going to be sitting there for another 1.5 minutes in that lane, but yep, he did come back, stacked the camps, and came all the way back mid for a kill.
It was some beautiful timing for sure on the Rubik. Just making sure to stack the camps, then just rotate in mid for this easy tap. Also, Mars can kind of solo this top lane quite easy against Centaur, post 5. Can't really punish Mars too hard. So for sure, playing very smart on the Rubik, being efficient, stacking camps.
Pummeling the ground. Primal Beast trying to get some damage onto Skem. Jackie Boy. 3 seconds for stun. Swapping targets onto the Enigma. Malefice is causing some pain, but they've got Bushwhack. This could be an Enigma falling. They just need 1 more 2. Good hits from Jackie Boy, and it's gonna be 35 HP under the tower, diving for the kill. DJ still trying to get the kill on Skem, and this might... Oh, the Hoodwink's faster than the Primal Beast. The chase, the Goliath, the David, but that's gonna be Skem taking DJ. Oh, Fnatic. Not getting any success on the primary initiation, and boom, just ends up kiting them up into their deaths.
Yeah, he was quite lucky there on the Hoodwink getting level 4 by the creeps in tower, so he can get the E-spell and run away. But yeah, bot lane doing alright for Radiant for sure. But he is feeling very happy on the top lane.
Alright, JJ,
Really
well,
farming away.
Going here
They don't
onto
have it-
Tims, but they've got the boat. That should be a dead centaur. Probably.
And Rubik stacks again.
And he stacks as well. Perfect timing.
And this Primal is also starting to stack for the TA. So gonna make T games even better if he gets the stacks, of course.
I think that's what they're living off as well. Like they want to get this TA big.
Yeah, for sure. But Kunk are a really good hero at stealing stacks as well. So if they see it in time, maybe a good ward in the dire triangle, they could for sure. Or even Enigma is farming it now. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
Bot
Enigma
lane-
could get a bit of a boost.
Yeah, this bot lane is pretty scary for sure against the Hoodwink TK. Easy to get just rifted in and stunned into some feeding, but playing it safe.
Well, we're gonna start with a tiny bit of a lag pause for the time being. 7.5 minutes in, boom, with 4 kills. Fnatic still yet to open their scoreboard. But at least in terms of net worth, all the cores are pretty healthy distances to each other's. Radiant maybe with a small advantage on all of their cores and mostly their supports. You can see the big difference that Centaur has just been constantly providing more and more regen for this TA. And TA is off to a decent start here. You can see the Blade of Alacrity coming in pretty early here for Raven. Already got a Bazzi as well because of all his high-cost mana abilities, especially spamming traps at some point for more vision, and the Refraction Meld is going to cost quite a lot for him. It's not a bad idea to have Bazzi.
Yeah, for sure. It's pretty common on like most carries, like TB, TA. Pick up this item.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting though how to see if TA like decides to go jungle here.
Well, at the pace he's getting all these Sideblade spills onto the Mars, feels like Raven's just happy laning for the time being,
but now
he's gotta be careful.
Now the arena is up now, so it's like pretty easy for him. If he oversteps a bit, he can get the arena into like Kunka TP or something.
Yeah.
Step lively now.
TA's gotta have to time those refraction cooldowns pretty well as to be careful for that arena, yeah.
Yeah, but here DP rotates down bot lane to just get this free tower, and I assume they will just give it up. Don't want to run into this level 7 DP with EXO up.
Yeah. Midnight Pulse is
Or
really
do
good
they?
for cutting down the trees, so they got some vision, but there's nobody there. If they can get the wraparound from the side, level 5 CK kicking in. Jackie Boy with Tims. Got Stem around the area. They're slowing it down for the time being, trying to clear out all of these creeps and the Eidolons, but this Exorcism is still doing work. They will need a +1, but look at the Primal Beast. DJ in position, looking for the charge in, and Tims has got a read on it. The courier almost locates him, and they see that DJ's around. He's going to TP away, but they won't be able to take the tower.
I mean, they're pretty happy with this since Kunka is TP down here anyways, so like they force the rotation. Can just go back to farming EXO was ending anyways. Just playing it safe for sure, not over committing for the tower.
Yep. Allows the Centaur to go mid, get some XP, get closer to that level 6.
Yeah, it's a pretty good power spike. Primal, just having the Centaur ulti and the Primal Beast running at you is gonna be pretty scary.
Oh, DJ is on the aggression. They've spotted a triple stack, and at the same time, the whole gang squad of Boom is showing up. The spear misses, but it's going to be 4 heroes surrounding DJ's Primal Beast. He can only do so much. Walk around in circles, try to trample them down, but they will be able to clear this stack and get the kill on DJ.
Radiant's middle tower is
Yeah, I think damage on Fnatic is gonna be a bit low for a while against this like double bracer Kunka and double bracer Mars. Both are like 1400 HP with both. It's gonna be hard to bring down. CK
They're
also
setting up an
going
Armel.
Radiant's courier.
You've got CK coming in from one direction, armed Skem from the other. Phantasm, stun following up from the Bushwhack. Decent damage. Ropage is also here, and that is a dead DP. There's no way you're running out of this one. And Boom finding the 6th kill already. Fnatic. They are having to stay still on the zeros, the empty coppers, on their scoreboard for the time being. And it is Boom picking up all the kills for now. Just need to
really
make them
good
count.
connection there from the Kunka, for sure. Bringing the like little extra damage that they needed to bring him down.
But we see the Vlads on Enigma. He is wanting to go for the Wraith Pact most likely.
Yeah, it's like Ruby kind of forces you to do this build even harder. Like you can't do some like arcane blink or arcane boots into blink build. because it's just too hard.
Yeah,
And also, there's so many disables on the Boom lineup, so it's gonna be hard to cast Black Hole regardless.
imagine going Arcane Blink first item.
I mean, that's SF build, I think.
Yeah,
Arena on
that's
the
out
top
of
lane
it.
here, though.
Oh yeah, they're gonna TP in for this one. They want the TA kill. The Arena, the Spear is gonna be there. The boat's coming in as well. 4 seconds for refraction. Can DJ do much? No, he can't save him, and he's gonna lose his life as well. That's gonna be Boom with 2 more. Sharpshooter on the way, and Skem hunts down the beast, slays it, and that's 8-0.
Yeah.
Good rotation from Boom. They were ready for that one.
This is a scary thing about this top lane against Mars, right? It's so easy to get Arena into mass TPs into your lane.
Looks like it's going to be a tower taken from the top lane. They've already lost their bottom tier 1, so this should be a freebie. Should be a freebie. Primal Beast is already in position. DJ, he's already died 3 times, but he's not afraid to go in again if he's got his teammates to back him up. But this tower is slowly falling. They still got a bit of time, but the decision has to be made if they want to hold it or not. Here we go. DP coming in. And the charge from DJ does connect onto the Kunkka. That's a prime target to go for. They've got themselves the level 6 Primal Beast as that charge happened. And that is a Kunkka going down. Perfectly timed from DJ to get his ulti there as he runs through the creep wave.
Yeah, it's fine. I think Fnatic, I mean, Boom are not too unhappy with this. Like, they rotate all their heroes top lane. Zeke is farming some stacks. Meanwhile, they use Exo, so they will have like a pretty good timing to fight after this Exo runs out. And they're not getting tower, which I think is like the biggest part about it.
Yeah, the fear of the Arena again coming off cooldown.
Yeah. Also, a kind of counter, I guess. Like, Primal can't charge into the Arena, so it's gonna be hard for him to back his team up. Because Boomer is gonna Arena 1 target, and Primal can't really get in there without BKB.
Does the Primal just get stuck on the wall, or just
Yeah, he gets stuck outside of it.
Right.
So somewhat of a counter, I guess, and he's not having a wonderful game under Primal. I think the problem with Primal 4 is like you're kind of farm heavy, I think, because you kind of need that BKB or at least dagger to cast your abilities. But he's also very good at farming lanes. So
yeah.
One trample and you get one wave. So
look at Skem's item build. He's going for Wraith back in the team. It's like, well, the Rubik's probably not building it. One of the cores probably doesn't want to build it, so Skem decides to make it himself.
Yeah, it's gonna be good with some armor against the TA. So, but you don't love doing this as a hoodwink, though.
Oh, you don't love to do it, yeah.
No, but I guess it's the post 5 sacrifice.
Tumbler Toy this time working as intended, unlike the Pango yesterday. Can't quite get the kill on the Primal Beast, but the Bushwhack keeps the Enigma away and doesn't get to cast a single spell there. DJ even charges all the way back to the fountain as fast as possible to get back into action. But yeah, while this has been happening, you talked about the CK just freely farming. He's got his armlet. He's only 500 gold short of picking up the Echo Saber. Can then also dismantle it for a BKB if he wants to, but currently just wants to max out on the damage output. And they're going to find the Centaur. Manuel. Quick one for
Almost
Jackie.
getting up. But yeah, I think Boom is gonna have a really strong timing soon. Kunkka's like 700 gold away from BKB. Mars like 100 away from Dagger, and CK with the Echo Saber. So I would assume they're gonna prepare a smoke soon to get some area. Yeah, they're smoking already actually, without the items. But I guess they're feeling like they're that strong. Which I feel they are, but they don't have the gold lead. They're only up 1k.
There's only the TA Deso ready. No Blink Armel. Nowhere to save him from this X-Mark. He might have 1700 HP and some raindrops, but this is unbeatable for Armel. There's too many hostiles. Find the DP kill. That should open up for... Are Boom just gonna, you know, start taking away the map at this point? Because you've already taken 2 tier 1 towers. Like, when you find a pick-off, you don't just go, hey, let's hit this tier 1 tower bottom. Instead, just, you know, take the area into your control.
Yeah, for sure. Like, farming out Dire Ancients is like a... Triangle is a very, like, good move. Also, DP is choosing to go Wishblade. Like, I'm like... It gives some armor, but... It feels like a pretty solid BKB game for sure. Against all the magic bursts from Boom.
Yeah. They're getting some tower damage here. FBZ is going to get scouted out, but TA does not get the connection on the right click, so Allows
That was
the Mars
a
to blink
very
away.
Very solid blink out. But they get the tower. They're trading towers once again.
Yeah.
But I think,
still-
yeah, Fnatic might
Dire's
try to open
bottom
Roche here
tower
with X1,
under
the TA. Yep. TA does one X1.
Level 1 EXO, but it will do its work. Got the Deso, which will help them out. Sharpshooter into the pit. And Boom know about this. FBZ ready for the blink and play. They're going to use an X-Mark bait first for FBZ as he walks in. They've got the info. They can send it back if they want to, but the Centaur ulti is going to be popped here by Jinuel. And now jumping into the fight as well. They got the stun onto the Centaur. DJ interrupting the battle. They got the back hole inside the pit as well. Raven's going to be taking the Aegis for themselves. And Yopaj on the Kunkka down to 400 HP. And that will be the end of the Kunkka, but they will be taking the Primal Beast. And it's a 1-for-2 trade. But Fnatic, they've secured the Aegis for the TA. And I think that's what matters most to them, that Raven has that second life as he's closing up on that Blink Dagger timer.
Yeah, was some cute black hole outside of the pit, so Ruby can really get vision. I'm securing the Aegis as well for the TA. So I would assume Fnatic are pretty happy with this trade, for sure.
That is Fnatic getting their second kill. You know, PMA.
Yeah, doubling up. Yeah, Conquest really said as well, like he had the gold for the BKB, but he couldn't fly it out in time. So and I feel like if he has it on Kunkka, he can just run in there and not having to be so scared. But was a cute try with the X mark on Mars blinking.
They're
in.
pinging Riven. There's a trap that's going to be showing the Chaos Knight. And Fnatic, are they seeing a trap here? There's only just 2 of them. They're going to have to back away. Don't want to force an unnecessary fight, but then there's Yopaj coming in from the side, and they're still sticking around in the area. This might be very awkward for Fnatic. They're going to need some backup immediately. They might even get the chance to blow up the Aegis, but look at that! Melt dodge doesn't get bushwhacked, but the stun from Jackie Boy is going to be there, and he will get hit by the sharpshooter, but it's on the Centaur Raven. Only now finally falls. They're going to be taken down Januel, and now onto RML with the Phantasm used by Jackie Boy, but here comes Raven into the second row. DJ charging in as well. They're going to be locking down. They've got the CK, but the Mars in the middle of the arena. They're going to be taking to the Primal Beast in just a matter of seconds, but the Pulverize coming in just in time. FBC still in the middle, but Jackie Boy, they've lost the CK. Rubik maybe even as well, but Rubik able to TP home. So Fnatic, they trade a support for 2 big cores, and they do blow up the Aegis, but it's so good for them as this TA remains alive, and that Blink Dagger is now on its way on the Courier.
That was huge. Winning a fight without EXO. After them, I can see they have to spend too much time killing the TA the first time. So it becomes slightly awkward for them. But Enigma is pulling up with the Wraith Pact, winning the fight.
It's a lot of damage reduction. Oh, Yopaj spotted. But Enigma with not enough blink range.
Cute
to get
little
the Malefice.
torrent there.
Yeah.
Dagger up on Enigma now though, so gonna make it a bit easier to get maybe a like okay black hole, but nothing they can rely on.
Radiant's bottom tower under fire.
See the 4 staff as well on Tim's. Be able to get them some extra mobility on the side of Boom. Moving their heroes around. DJ going all the way back home for the quick regeneration. Get the Primal Beast back in action. But this this TA power spike should be pretty much online at this phase. Boom is going to have to respond to a very powerful TA. Leading net worth, Raven, 11,000 net worth, 200 last hits, sub 20 minutes. He's off to a very good pace.
Yeah, he's pretty happy to keep farming now as well. Like even getting this BKB. Like it's not really on a timer.
Yeah,
like DP also closing in on BKB, so
it's a pretty big window.
Yeah, well, and once they get this BKB, like I think Boom's damage are gonna be a bit lacking for sure.
Pretty smart play there in the top lane with the scan, and Skem spotted by the Enigma, almost taken down single-handedly. Doesn't drop the black hole for it. Probably not the best target to land it on. We'll need to keep the threat, the mental threat of having black hole, rather than killing a Hoodwink with it.
But I think the fight for Boom are gonna be so awkward once the BKB is up, because like if they don't burst the target, they can use BKB and Stampede away and reset the fight.
Yeah.
So CK needs to farm a lot here to be like burst the target they go on for sure. And they're quite tanky on all their cores. Maybe not Enigma, but he's not the one getting jumped ever, I think. Yaps with the good positioning.
Yeah, DP has BKB now, and TA is halfway. TA could just continue making progress towards it, but I wouldn't be too surprised if Fnatic did decide to go for a smoke. DJ is holding on to one.
I mean,
feel like they just want to hold on to it.
The TA farming speed is something else with this dagger, just blinking around.
They are going to smoke. So they want to use the Blink Black Hole. Armel with his
also
fresh BKB, and Primal Beast Blink too.
Yeah. Going there, also trying to go the Axe Shard on Primal Beast. It's quite annoying to play against.
Just saw Yopaj and Skem run on top of a trap, but that's a beautiful Radiant scan. They are ready for this. And FBZ cuts out the Eidolons out of the way.
Shard up on Mars as well, trying for these double spears maybe.
Level 2 Exorcism from the trees. That's going to be a tier 1 about to fall. Torrent does connect on Raven. Looks like you might just have to give the tower away, but FBC is ready to go in. This is what Fnatic is fearful of. We see the arena. Does Armel get BKB off before he gets speared? Things that they're thinking about.
Boom are gonna insta smoke now, right? Because they know EXO is down. Gonna come pop with the smoke here. Yep. Very important to do this against this like high cooldown spells like Exorcism. You just need to play around it. Like the moment you know it's cooldown, you just need to go.
They're making a very long wraparound as well. They know the vision that Boom has, that Fnatic has in this area. They even see the prime target, the DP, and here we go with the spear onto the tree and pulling the DP away from the rest of the team. There's going to be a quick pick off, and Yopaj already protecting the tower. Torrent. Nope. He's just fake bumping it. Doesn't actually land it on any of the TPing targets, and TA gets to get her BKB. So DP killed, Exorcism on cooldown. Boom getting some of their own jungle back for the time being.
Yeah, I think it's completely fine for Fnatic for sure. Like DP dying doesn't matter. They get like this huge tier 2 tower to open up the Radiant jungle even harder with taking this outpost. And now they can just wait DP up and prepare to smoke again once EXO is ready.
Yep.
And now TA BKB online, so fights are gonna. They're even smoking without them. Yeah,
they're pretty spread right now. If Fnatic just goes for the jump, they might get the upper hand, but is it going to take them too long? They're going to find Tims with the Pulverize. Hammering down that Rubik down into the ground. They've got the spear and the bushwhack on the Centaur, but the fires seem to burn down the bushwhack.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened. I guess
or
the
was
fire...
it the spear? Or was it the spear that ran its course and then the tree gets cut down?
It might have been the spear, yeah. But here, yeah.
Gotta love
taking
these.
a very aggressive positioning on Boom here, or Fnatic here. Just playing their triangle pretty safe as well.
So yeah, 14-5 scoreline, but Fnatic's got a 2k net worth lead. Would you look at that?
It's gonna be an interesting fight. Next fight is gonna be really interesting about like, because like both teams have their timing. Like CKS has his BKB, DP has ulti and BKB now. Also picked up a plate mill now, so it's even tankier. It's gonna be really hard to pop this guy. And I would assume it's like their best pick off. It's going on this DP, because as we saw before, they can burst him.
This farming pace is also pretty crazy right now on the side of both of these cores, and mostly the TA. Yeah, like we said, he had 200 last hits, just sub 20 minutes. He's almost 300 already at 24:30.
I also think like the difference between this CK to keep up in farm, he has to use ulti, right? So he might like ruin a fight timing having ulti on cooldown. But he is just farming without anything. I mean with the blink, but that's it.
Yeah. TA better, farmer confirmed. Let's see if Boom is ready to take this fight though. Jackie Boy blinks away as he sees the first smoke pop on Armel.
They have a good ward here on Radiant, so they could bait them a bit, but...
I really like Fnatic's positioning there. They were just outside of the vision, basically hovering around this area, but they're going to go for the blink stun onto Yopaj, FBC. They will get the spear on the Primal Beast, so the DP Exorcism is popped, but at the back line, they're going to take down the Centaur. Jackie Boy on the run with his BKB. Armel, he's going to get X-Mark, but he could just BKB, but they're still so far away for him to catch. We might just hold on to it, but Exorcism used, but at least they might get Roche with it, because it just respawned.
Oh, that's a lucky spawn, right? It must have been early, I didn't check, but...
Well, very optimal timing at least. Oh, DJ, beautiful charge on 2. Hoodwink blown up. FBZ misses the spear, and DJ is there, but Skim is coming in with a buyback. Jackie Boy's going to be actually taken down by the Enigma solo. Black holding down the CK. And that is very bad for Boom. They've lost their carry. They bought back with one of their supports. Even if the Exorcism runs out, this is a free Roche for Fnatic. There's nothing Boom can do now.
That's a huge pickup from Jabs.
Man, Jabs.
Like you're seeing, okay, the team is fighting by the river, like he instantly goes on the CK.
Completely on the side skirts of the fight as well. John Uel jumping on top of the scam on this Hoodwink. That's a dieback on this Hoodwink if he can't escape. And that's a 70-second cooldown for him to come back into the game. That is a lot now missing from Boom. Their carry is about to respawn, but Yopaj and FBZ sticking around in this bot lane. Raven, he does not have a TP cancel. He does not even see the Mars. And also Yopaj manages to TP out. So Fnatic, 2K is now 7K in net worth for them.
Yeah, I like this move. Like even like Hoodwink down for like 60 seconds. Like he decided to use, it's better to use TP bot lane and push out the lane instead. He's trying to get all the lanes in to secure more of the map for later, because like they can do it pretty easy now with the Aegis and all the traps everywhere. Like it's really hard for Boom to get up on the map without smoking for it. And smoking to this Aegis is gonna be pretty hard for them.
Yep. Rubik manages to steal a trample off of the Primal Beast. Gonna be a bit risky going into melee with the Rubik.
Yeah. It's not the dream steal for sure. The shards can be okay, but you're mostly after the ulti. That's another smoke here from a Fnatic.
Yeah, they're setting up and they're expecting Fnatic to make a play, and Jackie Boy goes on the low ground, but no jump from Fnatic for now. They don't want to jump straight onto CK, but they want something else. They would like to take Raven. Lift comes out onto the CK, and Jonuel instantly blown up, and Raven getting stunned up as well. That's going to be an Aegis about to drop with the 4-second stun from the CK. Armel has an Exorcism with the BKB DJ. What the hell is he charging? Okay, he's just deciding not to go in. Turns himself around, is like, oh hell no, I'm not going there.
I mean,
Buyback off the CK. I mean,
because they know they had vision here since before, and like it only plays on the entire map. They can't really move in. Then the center gets caught, and it's really hard. Because I think he was the only one holding wards on the team, so they can't even get out like a quick ops to secure the area.
A smart decision not to kind of extend that fight anymore. They did lose the TA's Aegis, but at least TA is still kicking.
Yeah. But now they get the area again, so they just go in and deward and place their own ops here.
Did Rubik steal the rock throw? Yeah, he did. Man, look at that green circle on this Rubik's rock throw. That's a long cast range.
Yeah. And the stun duration is not bad either. Like I'm sure it's gonna catch up someone out. Like especially like not on the first hit, but then on the second hit you always get hit. Like it's always so confusing playing against it. It's a really interesting shard for sure.
Guess it's like a kind of like an RP.
Kind of like an RP. But here, yeah, I like the Vlads. It's like the armor is gonna build up now. They have AC and they have Vlads on Boom, so a lot of armor for TA to work the way through. Even though she's quite farmed, they need to get the kills kinda quickly as well. But after BKB, it's gonna be a lot of disables to kite away from.
Yeah. Focusing on a free tier 2 tower. Undefendable for Boom, as Fnatic has full control of this area of the map. They've claimed the triangle for their own. Yeah. There's that sneaky ops ward they did place in a previous team fight, but it's not really helping them.
They might force high ground here is to force them back on the map. But their lanes are quite bad, because both lanes are in tier 2 tower.
Yeah.
So
and they're just trying to scout some info. Trying to get some information.
They're going here.
Exorcism popped by Armel. That tower is going to start chewing up some hits, but they're deciding to jump on him. And Enigma goes and he gets blown up. Jabs is just gone. Jabs gets absolutely nothing done. That was a good attempt and a good read, but no BKB comes out from the Enigma and they just lose 4. Boom. A bit of misfortune from Fnatic, and Boom cherishes it.
Oh, this is not pressing BK before blinking in. It's.
That's a classic.
I was about to say, like, it's pretty scary for DP to sit on the high ground here because they don't really have a proper save on Dire. So, and he can get like speared back. He can get lifted into CK burst. And, yeah, getting super punished here, losing 4 heroes.
Yep. That's almost 8,000 experience as well for Boom, so it's a lot of level 3 ultis almost kicking in for the team. A tier 2 tower, another tier 2 from the top lane most likely. There's no exorcism to fight them back either.
They have Black Hole, but I don't think they're gonna fight without Exo.
I think, yeah, you can see Jabs is already lined up Blink, and it's like, okay, screw that.
Yeah. They're gonna try to fight there.
Alright, rock throw onto Jackie Boy. The silence from Armel. Poking and prodding. Forces the CK away, they keep the tower up.
Yeah, they didn't really have to commit for this tower, so they choose like Mars, like he's pushing out mid, trying to get some more farm on him. The link was on Halberd, which is like one of the really strong items against this TA.
Oh, they want to fight with this black hole though. They did smoke up. They have a lot of time. They are sitting under vision as well.
Bot lane, so
potentially a good timer to find someone, but going a bit too deep. Stunning a Mars illusion that will reveal the Centaur. But oh, they still get the catch on the CK. BKB has been popped. The boat's flying in. Black hole comes out from Jabs, and this CK is about to drop. He thought he had that one, but the stolen from Rubik doesn't last as long as it wanted to. And that's going to be 2 dead from Boom. FB's the other run out. Yopa is going for the TP home. Mars is about to fall, but the damage from Raven being enough. And that's 3 taken from Boom. And Fnatic, they find success. Even if it's just the CK in the black hole, it is enough from Jabs to win the team fight for the boys.
I think they were aiming to do kind of the same thing on when they pushed this tier 3 the first time. Like, Nigma blinking in, like, doesn't care but giving Black Holes because they can cancel it.
Yep.
With like a DP silence or something, so now showing it.
This is a game of... This has really been a game of timing for Fnatic as well. They just got Exo of cooldown as they come to the high ground.
Yeah.
They got like Roshan from a previous exorcism with a really quick Roche spawn timer, and now they won a team fight with a black hole they didn't get to use last fight for another exorcism to help them push more objectives.
Middle tower has
and he is just pulling ahead here from the CK.
Crazy good timings. I think they see Skem. Oh, he's behind the only tree. We'll find 2. TP in onto the outpost. That's going to take some time. Sharpshooter's going to miss. DJ is going to be charging in onto Skem. Jackie Boy coming in, and they will get this Primal Beast.
Yeah. I think Boom really needs to come out on the map now to get some area, because next fight is going to be on the third Roche. They know Black Hole is in cooldown, they know Exo is in cooldown, so they're like 80 seconds now, where they can like pretty safe take some of the maybe Dire jungle for some good wards for the Roche area.
Yeah. Raven is huge on his farm, like 24,000 net rates. He's got 400 last hits already. This guy's a millionaire.
It's gonna be interesting, like the nice catch here.
Oh, Torrent onto the DP, Jonel. Let's buy some time. DP should be able to survive for a bit longer, but no BKB, and Boom finding 1 and 2 with this Death Prophet finally falling. And they've got creeps as well. They could go high ground, but I think they're a bit fearful of the black hole. But
pretty shit on going high ground, I think. Like, it's more safe to use fallback here, take some up. Not because if they throw here, it might just lead into like a quick roach spawn and losing roaches. It's not worth it. But once again, like playing on the timing, they know Black Hole is on cooldown, they know Exo is on cooldown. Even though they beat Primal Beast. They're
gonna find 1, Jackie Boy with the stun. And Primal Beast able to get a bit further away. FBZ wanted to go for the spear play, but he's so low on mana. Can only throw 1 spear, so Boom's gonna let him slide.
Okay, Enigma's Lincoln now, so Rubik's game is a bit more sad now, for sure. And I don't think they have anything to break the Lincoln with. Other than they have a rift from CK. So if they're like some chaos fight, CK maybe can break the Lincoln into stealing Black Hole, but it's like, it's a stretch for sure.
it is a bit of a stretch. It's gonna be a bit difficult to get it.
Yeah.
But it's very important that they do. Like, if they do connect those into the spell steal and turn it around with the Rubik, it could just be the savior for their team fight. But this Rubik,
Also,
he's
just
building
beat
into a
Sola.
BKB, man.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think he needs to do it.
Yeah.
So.
Role-playing Enigma, literally now. This is turned into the game of turnarounds.
Yeah, they smoked on a ward.
Oh, no, yeah, they did as well. Armel coming in from the side, but they're already prepared for it. FBC, he's got the PKB on Raven, so he won't get hit by the spear, but they have the DP taking a lot of damage, but so is the CK. Raven charging it. They've got the Centaur ulti to get themselves closing the gaps. They've got Jopaj fighting against Armel. FBC is going to go down. The boat's coming in, and the Torrent Storm is going to buy them some time, but Fnatic still chasing. They're going to be finding the Hoodwink into the river, and Tims won't be able to do much here, so he's just going to blink back into safety, and he had the Centaur ulti stolen to get his teammates away for a bit longer, but instead they still get caught up by Fnatic. No buybacks on their heroes either, who are dead right now. Exorcism's about to run out, and Roche is up to 15.
They had a really good ward, but they didn't really get the jump they needed to get. Like, they need to get a clean stun on someone and just follow up with the burst. Seeky doesn't even bother popping ulti in this fight. Just having to reset right away after the.
And this was a fight that they had full vision on. Like, they smoked literally under the ward, and they couldn't react to it as fast as they wanted to.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's as you're saying, like, even if they have vision but they don't react to it, that doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Because the draft is so reliant on actually bursting down the target they're gone. And here comes the Roche. A shard for Enigma as well. Perfect.
More black holes for Jabs.
Yeah.
Cheese for Armel. Aegis for the TA. Yep. Yeah, it's a pretty doomsday situation for Boom, but it's not out of their hands. I mean, if they still get a good jump on them, like they did on the high ground defense, I mean, anything's possible for Boom.
It's just about playing around the big cooldowns, right? They need to keep doing it, and they've been doing a really good job doing it earlier as well. Like here, they want to take this fight here.
Oh, so close to getting the spear, but they can't get the Centaur. Centaur ulti is going to be popped right away, but the stun comes in. Armel with the BKB. Jabs going to find the 3-man black hole! Jabs is going to get them all inside of it, and that's only number one. He's still got a second one available. They're going to take down the Centaur, but they're losing so many heroes. The CK's down, and there's no buyback available. Boom in shatters after Fnatic take that team fight. Even if Boom got the initiation out, FBZ doesn't get the spear on the Centaur, and from there, it's just chaos. It is absolute chaos and fear.
Yeah, they're so far ahead now, so like taking fight needs to be...
It has to be perfect.
Yeah, exactly. It needs to be really good coordinated. But they had the like once again they had the wards for it, so it could have been like could have looked different.
They are moving the TA all the way back, and the next Mark towers are pummeling Raven down. He is going to pop. There's no refraction up. And 40 seconds for CK. How much can they do?
Nice spear.
Towers are really helping them break down those charges. He's got a 12-second cooldown. Is it a window they're going to abuse or not? Yopaj moving DP closer. DP seems to be a good target, but the cheese is still there. Stun coming through. Spear as well, and the cheese pop just on time. He will not get hit by the wall of the Ancient, and instead gets the heal out, but he's almost down again. But the Exorcism is doing some damage. Keeping Boom away. Bolt is kicking in, and 10 seconds for BKB. Won't be able to get it. So that's one down. Raven also uses BKB to disengage, and FBC's on the chase. He's got the spear ready, but he will walk into a Centaur, force-staffing into the stun, keeping FBC busy, and 7 seconds on the Blink Dagger. That's going to allow the TA to get further away. Tim's unable to catch DJ either. And Boom, they're all up right now.
Yeah. They know Black Hole is on cooldown, so they might try to... they need to force something, I think. Maybe not, actually.
Turns out the worst enemy for Fnatic is tier 4 towers.
Yeah. A really good job, like Rubik and Marcy's pulling T back into it over and over again. Oh, good DJ.
A lot of creeps inside the base. Tims is trying to find DJ. Just about outside of vision. Stolen traps, so he's got a lot of his own vision to provide. DD for Yopaj.
But just has this like annoying 25 talent on T now, right? With the 7 extra reflector charges.
Oh yeah, that's 13
like working
hits.
through that, it's not fun.
You don't have an indicated TA counter to break through those. That's going to be 13, and then you add the cooldown. Like if you're like 2 seconds of getting another one, that's like what 26 hits you need to break the TA. Have fun with that.
CK Illus needs to last a long time to do that. But I'm not sure if Torrent still breaks it, because I think the damage is...
I think the Torrent damage instances does help, so if they get like CK
Yeah,
hitting and the
exactly.
Torrent connects, that could be their best tool for it.
Yeah, I think Bushwhack does the same thing, at least at
And
max
the Bushwhack.
level. Yeah. So they have some stuff to do, but
Guess
even
there was,
then they have a DP running at them, so...
guess
it's
there
not
was something
only
good to
the-
the Bushwhack nerf, I guess.
Yeah.
Ninja gear for Fnatic. Pretty useful tool here in this game
Guess
for
they're
them
gonna
to
take
set
it
up.
on the maybe. Yes, only one
I
black on
would.
that, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's rocking both of them. Ninja gear and spell prism.
At least you
Probably.
can't pop the ninja gear and then swap into another neutral item. You can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
But
Also,
boom.
BTB up on Primal, I used it once already, but it's gonna be really helpful for some extra lockdown in the fights.
Yep.
Not being super reliant on the black hole.
Okay,
only.
here's the DD Kunkka. He's got himself about 25 seconds or so.
Yeah,
Smoked
it's
up
not
for
that
a
big
kill.
though. He's more relied on like into the more of like disable Kunkka with the shard and axe, and he even has refresher. So fights after BKB is gonna be completely chaos for Fnatic.
Get much out of this attempt at least. I saw that the DP is lining up for an overwhelming blink, so it feels like these slows are probably Boom's worst enemy. Not being able to rotate and move around, having blinks cancelled because of the AoE that pops from it, and the slows just... it does help on the CK illusions a bit, I guess.
It's a really good item for DP because you just need to get in there, right?
Yeah,
You wanna
yeah.
be close to heroes to get the siphons off.
Oh,
Maybe here.
Armel is literally right in. He's
Yeah.
right next to FBC and Jackie Boy.
And they don't have anything. They don't have. They don't even have like a Lotus. They have a 1-4, 2-4 steps, I guess. One on TA and one on Centaur.
Well, as we can look at the buyback status, we've got 7 players with buybacks. Just want to look at the TA. Gold per minute is almost 800.
I would kind of like TA to buy a refresher here because fighting after. Fighting
Yeah,
after.
you talked about like
BKB
the
down,
BKBs, like they're
it's
so
gonna
important.
be rough. It's gonna be
Yeah.
rough, and I don't think does really need the lockdown hex. I'm not sure. I don't feel like they're getting split push that much anything. So maybe it feels like he wants to go on his own target. Like
Trap on the high ground. DJ charging in front. He's going to spot FBC. BKB preemptively popped as well. And they've got Mars to force his own. Scam almost gets caught by DJ. And Armel is charging in on the back as well. You've got the rest of Boom on the left side. You've got Fnatic approaching the triangle. Poking. BKB's popped on one hero each. Still a bit of a waiting feel.
pretty good trade.
Oh, AI stun. No.
But once again, like they're kind of a good word here from Boom, and they just want to bait them into it. At least Fnatic choose to go back. Enigma using the Ninja Gear. You can Ninja Gear still, by the way, and swap it.
Yeah. Oh, you can actually. Okay, never mind. So it does work. And Rock Throw almost connects. One thing that I'm actually thinking about, you talked about like the post BKB chaos. Should a CK just go for Ags? Is there any worth in it?
I mean, I know my carry play would, but it's a big enjoyer.
I know, but DJ's found himself a target. Black hole on the side. It's got FBC inside. No CK this time, but there's no CK illusions around either. FBC, he's going to need to run from this one. But can he? But the stolen black hole, it locks them down. They're going to take jabs. They're going to take down Raven. They've lost FBC and Tim's the 5 are kicking, and Raven also coming in for a second up in round 2 as the DP getting pummeled from all sides. Yopaj with the help of his CK. They're taking them. 3-man Storm Torn comes in as well from the Kunkka, and they take them down. Fnatic losing 2 more. And they have absolutely been shocked. The Rubik finds himself. He waits. He's patient. And he finds it's Tim's. It's just enough chaos for them to jump in. And as he said, no more BKBs. You are in trouble if you're Fnatic. And they bought back on Raven for this. What a hold by Boom.
Yeah, like he even broke Lincoln himself first time with his ulti, and then he managed to steal it after.
Yep. Oh
So
my.
it's very nicely played. A bit maybe grouped up from Fnatic, but it's hard to see. Like I'm sure he noted like okay, Rubik used ulti, so we're fine. And then he has the little what is it called cooldown item, quickening charm.
Quick
So
jump,
he
yeah.
gets it a bit quicker than maybe expected.
It's man.
Yeah.
If it was him who broke it, like quick maths,
it was,
black
it
hole
was.
is 4 seconds. Spell steal
was.
cooldown is 3.6, so he has to get it instantly off, and he did. So
Yeah.
that is crazy. You've got 0.4 seconds time to steal it before it ends, and nobody else is able to let Enigma cast another spell after it.
Yeah. But once again, like they get kind of baited into vision, like so they're fighting under full boom vision on this hill here. So it's a like very hard fight,
Step lively now. Your admiral is
nonetheless. And T used buyback, so I'm not sure if they used any buybacks on Radiant. Did they? Buyback status. Let's see.
I think they have
Mars
one.
and Hoodwink used it. Yeah, Hoodwink and Mars. And Kunkka just bought something. Kunkka cashed out a Hex, so he has no buyback either. But yeah, Kunkka going all in on this lockdown. Like he even has the timeless relic, so these stuns are not to joke around with, and the fleet talent as well.
Yeah, they were tempted to jump on the Mars here in the top lane, but he's already blinked into the tree line. Roche up in 1 minute 15, so this is the one with Shard, Axe, Cheese, Aegis. So that's a big Roshan to grab.
It's a next fight is gonna be rough. It's all about the vision at this point.
Yeah, vision and
Rubik.
initiation.
CK going over Blink as well. Just wants to get in there. DP picked up her. Ooh, DP playing without buyback here.
Yep.
Same as Kunkka. I'm not sure if it's worth buying over and Blink without buyback.
All I can say is...
Especially when TA's buyback is on cooldown.
All I can say that this game has proved to be exactly what we were hoping for. Two TI teams, the best of Southeast Asia, going neck and neck on top of each other. So you can't really say who is going to be winning this game as it's supposed to be. Skem denies the illusion rune. Gets hit by a rock.
Yeah, I assume both teams are just gonna play very slow. Both teams have the trap of their own in the Roche pit as well, scouting it out. So Fnatic might not see it coming as well. Rubik having a trap in the pit, so it could play into their advantage.
Roche is up. He's up and alive in his own pit. Boom playing on their side of the map. Fnatic on theirs. They are living on the standard areas of where both teams usually sit between 40 and 60 minutes. The triangle versus the jungle. Well, at least okay. They found the trap. They had the gem on the primal beast, so they know about it. But they might think that Rubik has more traps because of the way Rubik and his spell steal sometimes works. That some buffs just disappear when he spell steals another. So they might think that he has more traps. But we'll see. Fnatic grabbing around. FBC scouts ahead with the X-Mark and Primal Beast. Okay, well, we just saw one hero disappear complete from the map of the BKB from Jackie Boys is already used, and so is FBC's. But Armel did use his Exorcism. Now it's on the clock. Raven goes in, FBC gets the spear onto the DP. He's still got his BKB available onto the back line. Boom is very cautious. Very cautious. We also got the Black Hole Man jabs at the back. Roche is dropping. FBC again into the pit with the BKB. They take the kill on Roche. Aegis. FBC's got it. He's got the Aegis. He's got everything from the ground. He's got the Ag, the Refresher. Yopaj coming into the fight as well. They're looking to take the TA down. Raven is dead. No buyback available. Jackie Boys coming in with a buyback. He's already down. Armel about to drop his wolf down to 1,000 HP. They got the Kunkka in the middle with the Tornstorm, causing a massive amount of chaos. And Fnatic, they're losing members. Primal Beast, Black Hole, instantly cancelled. Skem, he's there, and they will take everything from Fnatic, and that should, by the looks of it, be game as well for Boom, as Fnatic team wiped in the Roche pit, and FBC, he's got everything from Roshan.
Yeah. Very good fight from Boom for sure. It's a bit awkward when Fnatic starts the fight and they manage to they trade their BKB for DP's BKB as well, and then needs to reset the fight, stall out the exorcism, and then committing the rough. I don't even think T got their BKB out before dying. So, god damn.
Boom with the hold. Several team fights victorious for them. There we see the Axe buff as well. Masses of illusions into the base. And tier 4 is about to fall. And Fnatic, they can't hold it any longer. The buybacks are coming in from both the Primal Beast and the Centaur. They've got the clip coming out. 25 seconds for Enigma. No black hole, no refresher. DP up in 30. Not going to have the time for it. And TA is going to stay dead for the end of the game. And boom. They're going to take game 1 from this series. DJ still charging in, tries to get some damage out, but the bolt flying in will give them the run buff on the team. And John, well, he's not feeling too well after that. GG! Boom, 1-0.
Damn. Yeah, solid day for Boom for sure. Keeping their nerves in check. Not like trying to overforce things, just waiting for the X on Black Hole on cooldown and just playing around it. Very nicely done for sure.
Yeah, very nicely controlled in this game as well. But this was a really good game from Fnatic too. It was, I don't think at any point it was actually looking too bad for Fnatic. We looked at their TA, took the time to farm up, get big, dealt a lot of damage in their fights. They feel like Fnatic was also a step ahead with the way that they were also initiating onto Boom, because Boom maybe took a bit too much time. You saw those smokes under wards where they didn't take the initiative, where they maybe should have taken the jump before Fnatic did. They gave him a lot of time to act, but still the defensive holds. Whoa, the defensive holds from Boom were really, really good, and the Tim stolen black hole, Skem making some good plays, Yopaj with the almost FPS destroying counters with his Torrent Storms. I mean, this was a really good game from Boom, holding all the way to the end. Perseverance.
Yeah, I think what's like stands out for me from Boom is their what items they bought, like this Wraith Pact and Hoodwing, like all these Kunk items are just perfect. I think they understand, like if we get past the BKBs, they can't really fight us, and they did that, and it just showed. Kunkka is doing complete chaos every fight, double arena as well. Just really solid item decision from
But
Boom.
that was game 1 from this series. We still got a second one coming up with Boom versus Fnatic. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. We certainly did. We're going to take a tiny break, and we'll be back with number 2 of this series. So don't disappear anywhere. We'll be back in a bit.